Hi, folks. The NBA regular season rolls on. This game, part of the NBA Cup. I'm Brian Anderson, at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at New York, it's a long season, but right now they're in great position, holding that prized top spot. And of course, there's the Nets, not posing much of a threat right now.
Well, right now, for New York, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And don't count on that coming to an end anytime soon. The talent level of this squad is off the charts. And with the momentum they're gathering here early in the year, they could steamroll through the season. Now
let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Schroeder and Thomas make up the backcourt. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Simmons in at center. And for the Knicks, Josh Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup. But anything could happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Shot's good by Hart.
Hart just whipping it away quickly, not giving the defender time to close out.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. And guys, when talking to Coach before the game about Ben Simmons, it sounds like they know how they want to attack him defensively. Coach told me, you can't let him get the easy bucket. We need to force him to his right, flush him out of the paint. Sounds like they're going to try to keep Simmons as far away from the hoop as possible, BA.
As always, Allie, we thank you. There's Bogdanovic with the three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Stretching the floor now. Bogdanovic can hurt defenses from there.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. And it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
It's been impressive. And the question now really is, who is going to figure out a way to stop this crew? Each time out, they're finding new ways to win. That is dangerous for your opponent. Really a myriad of ways in which they're coming at you.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Knicks. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Schroeder finds some deceptive ways to make you foul him. Someone who can nail some shots despite getting hit on the way up.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the night.
Schroeder out there still hustling around. And he uses that speed and some of his cunning to find those passing lanes.
Now here's Brunson. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Pass to Hart. And Anunoby for three. The rebound by Bogdanovic. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
They're so efficient right now on offense. Bridges picking up his spots and recognizing when to strike.
Here's Bogdanovic. And he banks in the layup. Bogdanovic has got 5 now.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Brunson. And stolen by Simmons. Pass to Schroeder. And here's Thomas from the arc. And Anunoby pulls it down. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 1. Outside Robinson. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Knocks it down from distance.
They got to guard Brunson tighter than that. He's a legitimate threat from outside the arc.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Johnson, he's checked in for Finney-Smith. And the standings for the NBA Cup starting to come into focus.
Yeah, but there's still time to make a push. We'll just have to wait and see which teams are able to punch their ticket to the knockout round.
The Nets have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Simmons finds Bogdanovich. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. McBride, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson.
17 foul. Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks, number 2, Miles McBride.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
In the first, 2 minutes.
Here's Thomas. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. You think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
To the middle. Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's McBride. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Nets trail by 4. Pass to Bogdanovich. Outside Johnson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Johnson passes to Schroeder. Back to Johnson. And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's his first foul. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, man, how about Johnson coming at you with some power to get the finish?
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Sims, he's checked in for Robinson. Achua comes in for Anunoby. Ryan, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Hart. And the free throw, no good. The Knicks with the lead. And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's foul number 2 for him.
And great job to establish position and square up.
For Brooklyn, Clowney comes in for Simmons. And it's Johnson in for Milton. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Finney Smith's shot is off.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Fast break, Brooklyn. Johnson passes to Wilson. Here's Clowney. Achua defending. Here's Wilson. Let's go with a 3. That shot is off. Mikal Bridges has been on display for New York. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Cameron Payne out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Precious Achua. And it's Sims in at the center position. That's the group for New York starting the second. Now here's Milton. On the wing, Finney Smith. Pass to Wilson. Johnson on the wing. Outside Milton. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Right side of Chua. He tries for three. And Milton pulls it down. And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a three-point game. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help. And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Hart comes in for Payne. Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. Whitehead comes in for Milton. Johnson inside. McBride covers. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 9 points.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Brunson does this so much, just able to absorb the foul.
With Brunson being undersized, he has such a great feel for how to create space, Brent.
Incredible footwork, BA, the way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around and makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area.
Brunson, no good on the free throw.
Well, if you're a basketball player, through your entire basketball life, you're going to hear coaches harp on you about free throws. It seems like Brunson has heard those messages loud and clear.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Johnson for three. Sinks it from distance. Johnson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Oh, you can tell Johnson is enjoying himself playing without overthinking it.
Here's Achua. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Johnson passes to Thomas. Johnson a screen on Brunson. Thomas outside. Pass to Wilson. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. It's Hart on the wing. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray. Now it's a 5-point New York lead.
Hart does a little bit of everything on the offensive end. He creates, he can score. This time knocks down the three.
Simmons against Robinson. It's hauled in by Robinson. For New York, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Achua can't hit. Nets trail by 5. Inside. Pass to Watford from downtown. And no good. New York has gone 7 of 9 from three-point range so far. And there it is for him. Hart's got 8.
Not stopping on his way in. Hart going through the defense.
The Nets have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. And here's Johnson to end the run. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
McBride passes to Achua. Robinson with it. And here's Brunson from the arc. Oh, Brunson nails it from deep.
How about the response from Brunson, nailing 3 of his own?
Now here's Johnson. McBride covers. Right side Johnson. The 3-ball. And it's New York with a rebound. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
And the bucket is good.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Now Thomas. 3-pointer. And that's not going to go. And so it's New York with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Coach, the offense is flowing. What will be your message to the team at halftime?
Keep attacking, make the extra pass, get their size out of the lane, hit the open man.
Thanks, Coach. Guys, got to keep being unselfish out there.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
The young guys are playing well, but it's a long season. There's something called the rookie wall.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which players hit that wall and which ones knock it over. And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Nets.
They're getting cooked from long distance. Defensively, they have to do a better job of closing out.
Yeah, especially these days. It's not enough to protect the paint. Got to patrol the ARC as well.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Boy, you look at Cam Johnson, he's been playing really well.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
New York leading by 9. Kicking off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. Schroeder and Thomas make up the backcourt. Ben Simmons is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. And here's Schroeder outside. It's hauled in by Robinson.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Now, using that length, Anunoby got into position, and the defense did all they could, but they ended up fouling.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
First team foul. OG Anunoby at the line. One shot.
And that one misses.
Anunoby, one of those star players in the league that you don't really look at the numbers to see how he impacts the game overall. It's the intangibles that make him special.
The kind of sharp passing makes them tough to defend in transition.
No problems knocking that one down. And the Knicks lead by 11.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assists.
Robinson's defense is always a factor, Brent. And lately, he's done a better job of staying on the floor.
Yeah, BA, fouls have been an issue for Robinson, but the thing that he really needs to learn is it's not about blocking shots. It's about being in great position with your body and being more of a deterrent so he can stay on the floor to be more impactful.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Here's a look at some stats for Cam Thomas.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
Here's Thomas. He's got 5. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. Thomas has got 5 points in the quarter.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Brunson finds Hart. Off the mark there with a 3. Nets trail by 8. Some room here for Schroeder. The rebound by Bridges.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Bogdanovich with it. Hard covering. With the teardrop. The shot misses. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. Thomas against Bridges. Comes up empty down low. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. And the Nets miss again. Knicks leading by 8. Pass to Hart. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Shot's good by Schroeder.
Well, you don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
Now here's Robinson. Soft touch off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 8.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Here's Thomas. And Anunoby pulls it down. New York has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Hart from long range. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Schroeder. That one's good for 2. Schroeder's got 9 points.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
See yourself on the screen. You show up for the best move. Let's go. You got a dance like everyone watching. You're on the big screen.
Achua's checked in for New York. And Every offense works to create good looks. Here are the beneficiaries of that effort. Number 1, Jalen Brunson. 4th, OG Anunoby.
The shooting has been phenomenal from both of these guys this season. Just look at the percentages they're maintaining.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. Outside Brunson. From 13. No good off the glass. Nets trail by 9. Doubled by Hart. Schroeder finds Johnson. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed. Schroeder's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Anytime the ball is headed towards Cam Johnson, he's thinking shot. It's a pretty good idea.
Pass to Schroeder. Outside Johnson. Here's Watford. And it's New York with a rebound. Achua's got 4 rebounds in the game. This one for 3. And Hart is good for 3. Hart's got 16 points now.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Watford deflected.
That's the kind of defense you love seeing from Achua. I like how engaged he was there.
Cloudy, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Schroeder.
Keon Johnson.
Watford outside. To the wing, right side. Back to Johnson. Pass to Watford. Here's Clowney. 4 on the clock. Here's Wilson. 3-pointer off the mark. Knicks leading by 9. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hart passes to Bridges. Outside Brunson. Right side Achua. Hart from long range. And the Knicks, another 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Josh Hart getting it done for the Knicks. Doing some damage from deep. He now has 5 3-pointers in the game. We'll be right back after this word. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Precious Achua, Cameron Payne out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Miles McBride, and it's Sims in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Melton, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And here's Payne outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Johnson a screen on Payne. Baseline jumper. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Brunson finds Achua. Kept alive. Here's Sims. Pass to Payne. And he converts the layup. Payne's got 5 points now this quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. switch here. Hart's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Johnson, he's checked in for Milton. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordy Fernandez's huddle. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Outside Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And that's a foul called on Trendon Watford. That's his first foul. So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group.
Substitution on the court.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Brunson misses. Nets trail by 13. Outside Schroeder from 11 feet away. Again, the Nets score.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Brunson passes to Hart. The three. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Thomas drives in, and he comes up with a bucket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Hart. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 8 assists in the game.
And we don't see this too often, but Hart getting it going here and catching fire.
Here's Thomas. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Sims. OG Anunoby comes in for Achua. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for McBride. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Brunson. Oh, look at Jalen Brunson. Don't let that size fool you.
And those are 2 points earned by Jalen Brunson.
Thomas against Hart. Thomas misses.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Right side, Anunoby. Outside Hart. Fires the three. And they get it back. Anunoby with it. Finney-Smith's there. And it's good. 2 points. And the Knicks lead by 16.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Here's Finney-Smith. Can't connect from short range. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Knicks.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And what a huge performance it was for Josh Hart.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
And the three-pointer goes. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend. Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Thomas misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Brunson with it, and it's Thomas picking him up for three. Bridges knocks down the triple.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Bogdanovich on the wing. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. And with tonight's win, they're now 2-0 in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just a fantastic start to the group stage. They're in the driver's seat in this group. A strong finish, and they'll advance.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And we present the player of the game, Josh Hart.
In my section live, I say come here and she comply. Then proceed to throw it back on me, that throw me on my